Mexico is a large country in North America, bordering the United States to the north and Guatemala and Belize to the south. It is one of the world's 15 largest economies and is known for its warm and friendly people, great climate, and beautiful beaches. The video we're about to delve into will explore the lives of local people in different regions of Mexico, starting with Mexico City, and then moving on to the country's tourist destinations. Living conditions in Mexico vary. The southern states of Mexico, particularly along the border with Guatemala, generally offer better living conditions compared to the northern border regions. This is due to factors like higher economic development and investment, lower poverty, more robust infrastructure and public services, and lower levels of drug cartel-related violence and crime. While challenges remain, the southern border areas have a more stable and secure environment, with more economic opportunities and access to healthcare, education, and other resources for residents. The combination of economic, social, and security advantages gives the southern states an edge in terms of overall living standards compared to the more remote and rugged northern border regions of Mexico. Mexico spans an area of approximately 1,973,000 square kilometers and has a population of around 127 million people. Most people visiting Mexico need a visa, but it's generally not difficult to obtain one. They have an e-visa system for easy entry into the country. If you want to go there for a short business trip or for tourism purposes, they generally accept entries from all countries for stays of up to 30 days. With their e-visas or online visas, you can enter the country without many hiccups. The first place we'll focus on in this video is the capital, Mexico City, the heart of the country. Mexico City, so to speak, is where people can find the most job opportunities in this mega city. It also boasts advanced architecture, high-rise buildings, and a welcoming atmosphere. Approximately 22.5 million people live here. Mexicans have a lively character, and they prioritize family over anything. They place a high value on strong social connections, with extended families often living in close proximity and actively supporting each other. This sense of community provides a warm and welcoming atmosphere where visitors can immerse themselves in the warmth and hospitality of the Mexican people. However, you can encounter many contrasting situations throughout the country, including in the capital. While people are exceptionally friendly, behind the scenes you might be referred to as gringo if you resemble a European or American. However, this nickname is often used playfully. Moreover, many Mexicans, especially those living in rural areas of the country, tend to view the migrants attempting to cross the border into the U.S. as people driven by economic necessity rather than criminal intent. The reality is that opportunities for stable, well-paying jobs are scarce in certain regions of Mexico, particularly for those in agricultural or other low-skill sectors. So for these individuals and families, migration to the U.S. is often seen as the best or only path to supporting themselves and providing a better life for their children. For this reason, they are willing to undertake the dangerous border crossings because the potential economic benefits are seen as outweighing the risks. Additionally, there is a cultural understanding among Mexicans that hard work and a willingness to take on difficult jobs are common traits of these migrants. They're often viewed as industrious people simply trying to improve their circumstances through their labor. Another thing about Mexico is that people here consume a significant amount of Coca-Cola. The consumption of Coca-Cola in Mexico is not limited to special occasions or celebrations, but is woven into their daily routine. It is common to see people enjoying a cold bottle of Coca-Cola with their meals, be it breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The relationship between Mexicans and Coca-Cola goes beyond taste. It has become a symbol of comfort, happiness, and unity. It is a staple beverage, accompanying their traditional dishes such as tacos, tamales, and enchiladas. Food from this country is celebrated worldwide for its bold flavors and use of fresh, locally sourced ingredients. Eating is one of the most enjoyable things in the world for Mexicans, and food brings people together here. Surprisingly, Mexicans don't really enjoy drinking. In tourist areas, this may vary, but in the heartland of the country, families typically have a very low alcohol intake. At most, they might have a beer. When you visit Mexico City, the first thing you will notice is heavy traffic and numerous motorbike riders. While traffic rules might be more flexible compared to other countries, this flexibility also makes obtaining a driver's license straightforward and accessible. For instance, you don't need to pass extensive exams, and even young drivers can get licensed easily, reflecting a more relaxed and welcoming approach to a wider range of people. Unfortunately, over 17,000 people die in traffic accidents annually, highlighting the need for improved safety measures. Additionally, the process for foreigners to get a driver's license is efficient and convenient, allowing them to quickly integrate and enjoy the freedom of driving. For around $45 and a visit to the passport office, one can obtain an official government-approved driver's license in just 20 minutes. Moreover, this license can be used for domestic flights and official identification. Another thing is that the general salaries in the country are pretty low. This has a significant impact on the daily lives of the people and thus leads to the willingness to seize opportunities. Many struggle to make ends meet and often have to find creative ways to supplement their income. For instance, if you make a mistake in traffic and get stopped by the police, you can swiftly resolve a $100 fine with a $50 contribution. This is because employees typically earn around $400 a month, with some in lower income brackets receiving less than $300 per month. It's worth noting that someone looking to start a business in Mexico will pay an income tax of up to 35% of their net income, as well as a value-added tax of around 16%. This could mean paying up to half of your net profits in taxes. However, an advantage of doing business in Mexico is that you can operate without a physical office by using virtual offices. In Mexico City, you can see great contrasts between buildings. Some are like sturdy skyscrapers with luxurious apartments constructed with high-quality materials and excellent sound insulation. However, in other parts of the city, some buildings show their age and need attention. If you're looking to rent a well-built new apartment in a residential area, you should budget around 25,000 Mexican pesos per month, which is roughly equivalent to $1,400. Therefore, for a good apartment, you should allocate $1,000 or more per month from your income for rent. If you're a family of 4, your monthly food expenses could range from $700 to $1,000. As a foreigner in Mexico, it is best to stay away from unfamiliar streets, especially in troubled areas where people may not adhere to the law or societal norms. When walking, avoid wearing flashy or expensive items and don't carry excessive cash in your pocket. It's best to keep your money hidden to avoid attracting unwanted attention. The more cautious you are, the lower the risk of getting into trouble. In Mexico, you'll notice a common aspect of daily life. You'll often see women or families with many children sitting at the edges of the sidewalks. The women here are very productive, and it's typical for married women to have at least 3 children. People in this country start having children and expanding their families at a young age. As a result, families tend to have many children, which can lead to living under minimal conditions due to the financial investment required to raise each child. Despite this, Mexicans appear content with this cultural tradition. People in this region tend to have a family-oriented lifestyle and believe that large extended families bring great happiness. The quality of education in public schools in Mexico, while basic, provides a solid foundation for students. Although elementary and high school education in public schools may not be as comprehensive as in the US or Europe, private schools offer excellent education. However, access is limited for many due to the high costs. The monthly tuition fee for a child in a private elementary school in Mexico ranges from $300 to $400. On the eastern part of Mexico lies Cancun, a fantastic beach city. It is a popular destination for wealthy tourists from abroad who come to enjoy the best of Mexico. It is also known for being one of the most expensive locations in the country. The city is relatively safe compared to other parts of the country and is home to numerous luxury hotels. Unlike many cities, Cancun does not have many high-rise buildings and instead offers a more relaxed atmosphere with plenty of green and blue spaces. At night, the city comes alive with people lining up in front of nightclubs, each offering unique entertainment. Dancers outside the nightclubs help create an inviting atmosphere to attract customers. Additionally, it's easy to meet and spend time with the friendly local people who are open-minded and enjoy meeting new people. During the day, there are hundreds of restaurants and cafes to explore. Apart from restaurants, many street vendors sell various items. While Mexicans do visit the city to swim in the sea, they often come for day trips with their extended families. The beaches in the city are genuinely as good as they are said to be, with turquoise, crystal-clear waters. Occasionally, you may encounter wild animals roaming in the parks. If you haven't been to Latin America before, it's important to note that you can find all sorts of reptiles in any green area. If you do not like these kinds of creatures, you should avoid staying too close to forested park areas in Mexico, Ecuador, Colombia, and similar places. In the heart of the Mayan Riviera on the east side of Mexico lies Playa del Carmen. Originally a small fishing village, Playa del Carmen's transformation into a major tourist destination really took off in the 1990s and 2000s. This transformation was driven by the development of large resorts and hotels that took advantage of the city's beautiful Caribbean beaches and its proximity to popular attractions like the Mayan ruins at Tulum. The locals, known as Playenses, have a laid-back and relaxed approach to life. You'll often find them gathering for meals, celebrations, and traditional events. The Mayan culture is still very much alive in Playa del Carmen, with locals practicing ancient rituals, celebrating traditional festivals, and preserving their language and customs. The city's diverse population is reflected in its language, with Spanish being the primary language spoken. But English is widely understood and spoken due to the large number of international visitors and expats. The people here have adapted to the rapid growth and development of the city. They have embraced the opportunities brought by tourism, with many locals finding employment in the hospitality industry as hotel staff, tour guides, or artisans selling their crafts to tourists. This has brought economic prosperity to the city, but also some challenges such as rising living costs and the need for improved infrastructure. There are concerns about housing becoming unaffordable for long-time local residents. The climate in Playa del Carmen is tropical, with warm temperatures year-round. The people have adapted to this climate, often enjoying outdoor activities like swimming, snorkeling, and relaxing on the beach. The pace of life is generally slow and relaxed, with siestas in the afternoon to escape the heat. In conclusion, Mexico can offer you a good experience depending on your preferences. If you're planning to set up a business and make Mexico your permanent home, you need to get involved in the lives of the local people and establish connections with them. But if you're looking to enjoy the country's beauty and then leave, cities like Cancun and Playa del Carmen would be ideal for you. They will offer more than enough to keep you happy in many ways. If you enjoyed the video, like and comment on your experience if you have visited Mexico before. See you in the next one. Goodbye.